Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm excited. It's Friday. It's another live here on Faith-Based Workplace. Go get into this one. Let me put the, hold on. I forgot to put it. How y'all doing today? Or this evening, I should say, not today. How y'all doing this evening? How was your week? What y'all doing for the weekend? You can put it out in the chat. Obviously, I can't hear you. But man, welcome back, man. Welcome back to another Friday Live. I see we got my sister, Coach Letitia in here. As always, thank you for being here. My brother Rizzo's in here. My wife, Narcissistic Living, is in here. Queen Shani is in here. Welcome, welcome. Praying for you with the drama, whatever you had yesterday. Hey, it's another day, new day. So hopefully, Queen Shani, everything works out. Hey, how you doing, MB Joes? Welcome, welcome. As y'all come in, please hit the like button. That way you ain't got to worry about it no more. Hit the like button. Again, share this content out. You know, if you think it'll help someone, you know, you got a bunch of videos on here, so share it out. Hey, how you doing, Tony Capers? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. So, you know, thank y'all for being here. Like I said, again, coming through, spending a little time with your boy on a Friday evening. You know, Fridays, people used to be doing things and stuff like that. But I thank God for each and every one of y'all that comes in and actually, you know, spend a little time just with me as I discuss different things about narcissist abuse, because, you know, it's so much to learn. I'm still learning things. And as I learn and grow, I also share, you know, the information with all y'all each and every week. Sorry about that. I'm leaving my phone on tonight just in case something goes off or whatever. But so, you know, I like to share as well. So I think it's all about, I think narcissist abuse is all about sharing. It's all about growing and, you know, telling your friends and family, which, you know, I consider y'all friends and family, telling y'all, hey, look, this is what it is. You know, you can avoid a lot of these situations by not doing a lot of these things or getting involved in a lot of these situations. Hey, how you doing, Joy? Pink Girl Teaches. Check my sister out. She has beautiful content on all her platforms, TikTok, everything. She's live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, every Sunday. My wife, Narcissistic Living, you'll see her in the chat quite often. She's going to have a live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So check her out. And then also, I seen, can't think of that, Telsha, the T on MPD and relationships. I seen she's back. She was dealing with a family, passing in the family. So a death in the family. So I seen she dropped a video saying she's back and she's working through that. So she's usually live Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's people that, you know, I know and support. Obviously, you know, my wife, I'm going to support her at all. But, you know, my sister, you know, Joy, got to support her. She always shows love and support. And like I said, her content is phenomenal. So, you know, why wouldn't I support something like this? So you got to, you know, be around the people that know what they're talking about with narcissist abuse. Everybody that talk about narcissist abuse, what I've learned, and I've seen a few channels, all of them don't really know what they're talking about. And I'm not here to name names anyway, anything like that's not my thing. But you can see some people, you can just tell they faking the funk, like they like to say. So they're not necessarily in your best interest. So let's leave it at that. All right. That's all I had to say about that. This is my wife. That's her Instagram, Twitter. You know, she's on TikTok, everything, Narc-Free Living, LLC. Also, you know, her website, she has t-shirts. Sometimes you see me wearing t-shirts in my live. Go subscribe to her channel. She has great content. And like I say, she has a live tomorrow. She'll put it in the chat. I can't remember what it was. My brain is off right now. But I know she has a live tomorrow at, like I said, at 1 p.m. And she'll put in the chat what she's talking about tomorrow. I already know it's gonna be good because it's always good each and every week. So this is all my stuff. You know, pretty much not too much on Facebook, to be honest with you. I mean, I do post on there just to have a presence, but I'm more into TikTok and here on YouTube, to be honest with you. So if you're on TikTok, hey, follow me over there. If you're from TikTok, you know, just say TikTok in the chat so I kind of know, you know, where I know you from or whatever. But I'm still new on TikTok, learning things. So I've been dropping videos in there quite often, more than I drop on YouTube. You know, it's like 1 minute or 3 minute videos. So I'm dropping them a lot often on there. But, you know, follow me over there and hey, let's get into this. I don't want to waste too much of y'all time. Let me get the little, like I said, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like it, you know, if you like it, share it out, and then comment, you know, not just doing a live, but after the video ends, you can come back and leave a comment. You know, this is a show. It just triggered things in the algorithm. And that way we can, let me straighten this outside. Adjusted my stuff and then now it's off. See, when you make changes, which we could talk about changes tonight. You make changes sometimes, things a little off, but it's all good. All right, let's get into this. Again, it says love doesn't hurt, but the narcissist causes you pain. We all have been there. Obviously, if you're on this channel right now, you dealt with narcissist abuse, whether it's a spouse, mom, dad, girlfriend, husband, in the workplace. That's why this is called faith-based workplace. For y'all that are new here, I started it because it's a lot of narcissist abuse that goes on in the workplace. So, and they got a lot of people that fall in love in the workplace with a narcissist. So go figure. Hey, how you doing, Francine Jackson? Welcome. Oh, okay. Okay. She's from LinkedIn family coming in. Thank you for joining. So yeah, a lot of these things take place at work. Y'all know a lot of y'all probably, maybe in your teenage years, maybe some of y'all right now that met the love of your life and it end up being a nightmare. Yeah, because it's a narcissist. So, these things, it happens in the workplace. It happens out of the workplace. It kind of really doesn't matter where you go. But love should never hurt. And we're going to break down kind of what love, that's what I've been doing a lot lately, getting into more of the teaching. And I can talk about narcissists all day time, blue in the face, but if I'm not teaching you and you're not learning something from it, I figure I'm doing you a disservice. I'm not doing what I need to do. So, so I'm just breaking out of my shell a little bit more and talking about and breaking these things down, doing even more research than what I was doing before. So, again, let's see who's all in here before I get all the way into this, because I've seen some people come in, but I know I said hi to a few of y'all. So, oh, you're welcome, sis. Like I say, go subscribe to Joy stuff. I think Shannon, did she come out with she got a book or whatever coming out? Joy always doing something. She has books and trainings and all kind of stuff. So you got to follow her. She has a lot of things going on. You got to check her out. Jasmine in here. Jasmine still working overtime. Yeah, I'm keeping tabs on it. It's my other sis over there in Texas, still working overtime. Hey, get the money. Don't let the money get you. That's what they say. Hey, sis, how you doing? Queen Shanny, welcome. Let me see. Francine, I just spoke to you. Welcome. Let me see. Who else? Mina G, hey, how you doing? I ain't even get started yet, so you in here. Welcome. Again, I think I spoke to everybody else. Again, hit the like button as you come in. Shannon and Rizzo and Coach and Tisha, they my moderators. They'll be reminding you, because people come in, late or whatever. So, hey, hit the like button. But I'm done talking about that. Let's get into what y'all want to talk about. We talking about the narcissist and not really focusing on the narcissist, but we're focusing on different elements of narcissism, because I started out just talking about narcissists, not bashing them, but, talking about it now. It's kind of time to elevate and talk about different things still related to narcissist abuse, but it's time to learn, you can't stay in first grade your whole life. You go to second, third, and, I didn't go, and you end up going to college and stuff like that. So you can't just stay in first grade. And we moving past, we're not even in first grade. I don't know where we at, but we passed that. We're in middle school somewhere. I don't know. We somewhere. Hey, how you doing, Benita Smith? Welcome. Good evening to you as well. Thank you for joining. What she said? She said, I'm ready. I'm trying to stay awake. You know how those 3 a.m. prayers go. Yeah. I hear you on that one. My wife said, I used to think love and abuse could coexist. And a lot of people think that. Shannon, she, like I say, she's phenomenal. That's my wife. She's phenomenal with teaching on narcissists. And a lot of people think that because we raised in households where you see you see love, but then you also see abuse, and you think that's how it's supposed to go. If you always taught that, that's the only thing you know. So you go into relationships thinking, if you ever get abused or hit, you thinking that's normal because that's what you've seen. And we're here to say that's not normal. That's not normal for you to be abused by your spouse or a loved one or a parent or whatever. That's not normal. That's not love. None of that stuff is love. And we're gonna break this down. So let's get into this one, before I get to rambling on and we be off topic on something that, me, I talk about all kind of stuff, Honduras and food. Now, if I don't want to talk about food yet, because I might get hungry. I know how I do over here. But again, thank y'all for joining me. Let's get into this one. And I know all y'all know what love stands for. I'm not trying to be funny, but I just want to break it down so we all on the same page. You got newcomers, and sometimes it's good to revisit this. So love, and this I got this just out of the dictionary, so it's not like I went do some top-notch research in this, but it's out of the dictionary. Stands for more than just romantic attraction or strong feelings towards those close to you. It also stands for the truth, respect, and obedience for God. Wouldn't you agree that's kind of what love stands for? And I'm pretty sure we can add some more to it, but if you know, that's kind of, you know, they touch on a lot of good points out of the dictionary. They're missing some, but they touched on a lot, I think. So let me see. So I gotta pull up. Hold on. I almost missed out and forgot to pull up my Word document over here. Sorry about that. I know I was missing something. Okay, now I'm ready. So yeah, I think they did a good breakdown of love, but it's not the whole thing. Hold on, just bear with me while I get this together. And again, I apologize for any inconvenience. Usually I have all my stuff up. I was in here listening to music, so I always listen to music before I go live. For y'all that don't know, I listen to music. I say my prayer and everything before I go live. You got to get in that right state of mind. Even when you're going to work or doing anything, you just want to be ready to go. Okay, I'm ready to go. So again, love stands for more than just romantic attraction. Our strong feelings towards those close to you. It also stands for the truth, respect, and obedience for God. I went in and I added a few more that I think love stands for. And, you know, I mentioned God again, obviously, but this is my definition of love. Love, I think, is understanding, you know, whatever person you're dealing with. It's understanding, it's peace, kindness, sharing, communication, learning together, especially when you're a couple like Shannon and I, or like Rizzo and his wife, you know, whoever else is married or you dating or whatever. You need to be learning together. If you're not learning together, you're not growing together. And you see, I got that next. So I think learning together, you know, learn about the Bible, learning how to pray together, learning how to grow your finances together, learning how to grow your business together, learning just how to grow together is all part of love to me. Loving God, you know, you got to love God, you know what I'm saying? Praying together and exploring together, because a lot of times we get caught up in just physical attraction, and the narcissists, you know, they come through, you know, with they smooth lines. If they're a male or a female, she come in and try to seduce you with the way she dressed and things like that. And men, we get caught up in the physical, and some ladies get caught up in the physical as well. And then before you know it, you blindsided, or when the mask starts to slip with this narcissist, now you realize you fell for the banana in the tailpipe, or you fell for the okie doke, because it's not what it seems. And I call them two-faced because they when you meet them, you meet their representative. And I say this a lot on this channel. You meet their representative with anybody, even if it's not a narcissist. You meet their representative, and then it takes a little time to get to know the person. So it takes a little time to get to know a narcissist, if you ever get to know them, because a lot of lies being told. So it's kind of hard to keep track of them. The narcissist will not do any of the things I just mentioned. Everything I just mentioned about the understanding, peace. I mean, if I'm wrong, you can put in the chat I'm wrong, but they don't understand you. They don't want to understand you. They just want to use you. They don't bring peace. They're keeping you up to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, knowing you got to go to work. That's kind of peace. Kindness, they usually not kind, especially the men and the women. You're dealing with whether a covert or overt or whatever. They're not really kind. Sharing, they don't want to share resources or anything like that. They want everything for themselves. Communication, they lack communication. If you think about it, think about all the times you try to talk to them and the communication just like falling on deaf ears. Learning together, they just learning about you. Now, you see what I'm doing there? I'm taking everything I just said and I'm reversing it. So learning together, they just want to learn about you and learn different ways to use you. That's what they're doing, so they can go get their new supply. Growing together, not about to grow with you. They don't care about you, about growing. They just go use you for however many months or however many years, and then discard you whenever they're ready. Loving God, now they'll go to church with you. They'll read the Bible. Some of them will pray with you. Some of them will talk about God, but do they truly understand and love God? The ones I know. I can't talk for all of them, but the ones I know, I'm going to say no. Praying together, yeah, they'll pray with you. They might even do a little bit exploring with you, but they're doing more exploring about you and how they can find your weaknesses and things like that. Just saying. Don't hate the message. I'm just telling you how it is. You know, that's what we do over here. I'm just telling you how it is. So let's get into our first Bible verse. Romans 13:10. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. So love does no harm to a neighbor. Let's look at that and break that down right quick. So if love does no harm to a neighbor, that means no physical abuse, no mental abuse, no financial abuse, no abuse. But we've all dealt with narcissists, and we know that the narcissist has harmed us in many different ways, if not all the ways I just mentioned, then some. So therefore, the narcissist is not following the law, the fulfillment. They're not fulfilling the law. It's right here in the Bible. I'm not making this up. They're not fulfilling the law. They're not really loving you. They really hate you, to be honest with you, but you know, it's one of those things. So let's break down hurt, because the title of this message is Love Doesn't Hurt. Let's break down what hurt is. So hurt, to inflict physical pain, to cause emotional pain or anguish. A lot of narcissists cause a lot of emotional and physical pain and anguish. To suffer pain or grief. You got a lot of grief behind narcissists. Years after you left that situation, you still grieving over the situation, trying to figure out how did you get there. I mean, let's be honest. And to cause damage or distress. That shouldn't even be hurt. It should be narcissism. That's what that should be. It should describe narcissism or the meaning of narcissism, but that's what hurt means. But like I just said, a lot of those things actually is what narcissists do to people in general. Whether you're in their path or not in their path, you can be what they call collateral damage and still get hurt by a narcissist, especially in the workplace or in a family setting. So you thinking it's a loving, happy family because that's what you see on the outside. But when you get into the family, you get the whole nine. You get the family got abuse history. The family got a lot of history where things have happened and the family has tried to sweep it under the rug. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They sweep a lot of things under the rug. Even my family, your family, a lot of family, they sweep these things under the rug. They hide it. They don't want to talk about it. They want to keep the lie going. And it's weird that they want to keep lies going because you got all these people in the family, all age ranges. Why would you want to keep lies going? Why would you want to keep abuse hidden from people? Why wouldn't you point out Uncle Buck and say Uncle Buck is a pervert, or Uncle Buck, is a molester, Uncle Buck touched somebody when there's a, but nah, we say, oh, that's just Uncle Buck and he did that 20 years ago. No, Uncle Buck needs to be dealt with. Maybe Uncle Buck needs to go to jail. Maybe Uncle Buck needs to get, I can't say what I want to say, but he needs to get his behind beat. You know what I'm saying? Things need to happen maybe to Uncle Buck. And I'm not just talking about Uncle Buck because you got a auntie, whoever, whatever name you want to give, you put the name in the place, you put the uncle name in place or the cousin or whoever. So you got to realize that all these things happen in these families, generation after generation, they just hide. And Shannon and, like I said, and Joy talk about this extensively on their channel, soul ties. So if it happens generation after generation after generation, somebody has to stand up and like take the horse by the reins. They have to take this generational curse by the reins and do something about it. So we no longer have to deal with the hurt and the pain and all these things. Let's get into the next Bible verse. Next Bible verse is Romans 14:19. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace. It say for peace. It didn't say for anguish. It didn't say for pain. It didn't say for suffering, but make for peace and things wherewith one may edify another. Narcissists ain't edifying none of y'all, none of us, me either. They not edifying you. They not trying to. They could care less about you. And I keep saying that because I'm really trying to bring that home that narcissists don't love you. I don't care how many times. That's what I've been on the last few weeks. I don't care how many times they tell you I love you. They really hate you. They hate everything about you. And you get that through your head when you realize you're dealing with a narcissist, if you're dealing with one, and you realize every time they say they love you, you replace that with they're really saying I hate you, and they're trying to figure out a way to get rid of you or do things to you. I think we would operate differently when you're around narcissists. That's just me. So my wife say, no, Uncle Buck's getting protected like he's in the witness protection program. Yes, because the family protects Uncle Buck, and Uncle Buck, he might not be rich. He might be rich. I don't know. Hey, how you doing, Dinah? Welcome. He might be. I don't know. But Uncle Buck, like she said, is protected like he's in a witness protection program. And Uncle Buck then did all these narcissistic things, all these demonic things, all these evil things to different people in the family. Not one person. He's done it to a few different people. And yet still, Uncle Buck and Auntie, whoever, gets away with murder, so to say, as the saying goes, and it keeps going on through generation to generation. So Uncle Buck doesn't just touch you, he end up touching your child. And if y'all don't break that cycle, he's going to touch your children. I'm not trying to be graphic, but I'm just, it's an adult channel, but I'm just trying to let you know Uncle Buck is going to continue doing these things until somebody say, no, enough. Uncle Buck needs to get committed or arrested, or we need to file charges or restraining orders, or I'm not bringing my children around the family reunion because Uncle Buck is there, and Uncle Buck is evil. Just saying. And don't get me, I don't know why I came up with Uncle Buck. Y'all know how I do name this. First thing that popped into my head. So yes, I'm just saying. My sister say, that demon I see gang stalking is no joke. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. That demonic gang stalking is no joke. Okay, I got you. All they know is destruction. Jam say, sometimes God will show you in visions, dreams, or revelation while reading your Bible. Yes. He comes to us and tells us things, and then we have to act on these things. You can't just let that just like, well, I'll get to that later. No, you might want to act on that now, especially when you're dealing with Uncle Buck or Auntie, whoever, They are truly their father's children. She ain't talking about godly children. She's talking about the demonic people and narcissists and things like that. So, yeah. So, hold on. Let me read this over here. So, you have to realize narcissists will not love you the way God loves you, because they have a demonic spirit attached to them. So that way, that's not godly. That's not of God. So therefore, just simple thinking, they would not love you the way God loves you. I don't care how many times they love you. I don't care what gifts they buy for you. I don't care how many Amazon packages come to the house with gifts for you. It's not going to be the same love. You can't buy love. And some of us get caught up in that. You get these nice gifts and you're like, oh, she loves me, or oh, he loves me. No, they buying love, or they even buying your time. Just because they're taking you out to eat all the time, that doesn't mean they love you. Just because they're taking you on trips all the time, you are traveling, and you're able to post these pictures on Facebook and make it seem like you got this happy family. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's not real love, because when you look at it, you got to come back home to physical and mental abuse. All you doing is faking the funk on Facebook. That's all you doing. You faking the funk on Facebook and all these other social medias, trying to portray that or project, however you want to say that, oh, this is real love. My husband loves me. My wife loves me. We went on a trip and she bought me a new motorcycle and this, that, and the third, or he bought me the new Louis Vuitton purse. And that's not love. Love is not all about buying things. We got to get out of that mindset that that's love. If you notice, my description of love had nothing to do with buying anything. It's not love. Anybody, you can buy yourself something. That means you love yourself. That don't necessarily mean just because I buy something for somebody else, it don't mean I love them. Just, maybe I like you a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just buying you something just to, that's like being in the McDonald's checkout line and you pay it forward and pay for the people behind you. Do you love them people behind you? You might have love. You don't even know who them people are. I'm just saying. You might have a love for them to help them out. Just saying. Or you going down the street and you see a homeless person and you give them $5. I mean, it's a different kind of love. That don't mean, I think y'all found out. I think we tracking. Just realize that love does not cause you pain. No pain. No kind of pain. No physical pain. No mental pain. It doesn't cause you pain. Love should be a happy enjoyment. It should be when you wake up. Like when I wake up, I look over here. Shannon's still asleep. I'm like, wow, that's my wife. Or when I walk in the house, she gives me a hug, or that's what love is. It ain't just, some of y'all laying next to this person, and when they wake up, you wake up and look at them, you see these, like I talk about the black eyes, or just it looks evil. They've been staring at you sleep for the last 2 hours. That's evil. That's demonic. Think about that. You gotta watch a person sleep for 2-3 hours. What are you doing? So that's not love. And some of y'all not realizing, oh, he loves me. Girl, he just watches me sleep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what Queen Shannon, she said, I faced the ex-narc in the civil court yesterday and he threatened my lawyer and was arrested. Good for him. Bye-bye. I tell him, hey, go to jail. We'll see you whenever. I am dealing with an extremely volatile narcissist who not only tries to hurt me, but also my protectors. And that's what they used to do. They can't get to you. They're going to try to hurt the people that are trying to protect you. That's the lawyers, the police, judge. They lash out at anybody they can. But we praying for you in that situation that, hey, this arrest is just the signs of, hopefully the courtroom can see how evil this person is and they can use even that against him. So thank you for sharing that with us. I see why you say you had a rough day yesterday. That is rough, especially going head toe to toe, with a beast or a narcissist, whatever you want to call them. Or, that's rough. Yeah, like my wife say, Glad he was arrested. Mina G says the same thing. Happy he was arrested. I'm happy he was arrested. You know, yeah. Rizzo know about it. He say, Queen Shan, it's not wise to threaten an officer of the court in front of the court. Let those actions be an education for you and protect yourself at all times. Yes. Thank you for sharing that with us, bro. Yeah. That's why I love my brother in here, because they bring not all of them, you know, my brother, my sister, my wife, they just drop knowledge here all the time. Look, George, she say, monitoring spirit while you sleep in your most vulnerable state. That's think about that. You trying to get your sleep on, get your snore on, and slobbing all over the pillow. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know, some of y'all slob on the pillow and snore. I even snore sometimes, so I'm not being funny. But you got this narcissistic person staring and watching you 2, 3, 4 hours, 5 hours. Some just don't sleep. That's why they got bags under their eyes and they always red. I got to use more Visine. They got stock in Visine because they always got red eye, because they watching you, like Jordan said, that monitor spirit, they watching you sleep instead of getting some sleep themselves, because that's that demonic spirit that's in them. So again, that's not love. Just know also that love does not equal abuse. Doesn't go hand in hand. It's not the same. I don't care how many times he hits you and say, baby, you know I love you. That's trash. That's a lie. I don't care what man said. I was raised not to hit women. I don't hit women. But even if a woman, fellas, if a woman hits you and then turns around an hour later or 3 minutes later or whatever, say, baby, you know I love you. You made me do it. That is a lie. Don't believe that. That's nah. If the woman hits you, brother, fellas, I'm telling y'all, you might want to start looking for your way out too. Because if she hit you once, just like if a man hits you once, he's probably going to hit you again. She's probably going to hit you again. And they usually never do it in public till they reach their breaking point and that mask slip. Then, they'll all bets are off. Then they'll do it in front of anybody. But understand that you have to, like Rizzo just said, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself in these situations, whether you're dealing with a man or a female. Just realize that. Love doesn't equal unbearable pain from your loved one. How many of y'all in the chat has had unbearable pain? Like you just can't deal with it, like enough is enough. You just don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure a lot, you can put a 1 in the chat. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have, if I can put my 1 in there, because, and that pain is like a pain, like it ain't a pain that you can take, like Shannon said before, you can't medicate a demon, so you can't take medicine for this pain and it goes away. It's not a headache. It's not a stomach cramp. It's not that kind of pain. It's that spiritual pain, because they didn't hurt you. They hurt you to your core. They hurt you to your heart. So that love, like that's when that love starts to seep out and you like, man, I married this joker. How did I get in this situation? So let me see the ones coming in. You know, I put them, Dinah put a 1, Mina G put 1, Jasmine. Yeah. My wife, Joy put 1. Yeah. Thank you for that, Joy. Yeah, please don't forget to hit the like button as you come in. Thank you for that. Please don't forget that. So you have to realize that that kind of pain and that kind of suffering that you're dealing with this it's on a different level. And a lot of people, that's what I love. I'm loving about TikTok right now. A lot of people are telling their stories. So I'm getting even more people telling the stories, and they're connecting with me. I'm connecting with them. I'm going to watch some of their videos, and they talk about how they dealt with narcissism, or still dealing with it. You know, you're hearing the stories about being married to the narcissist for 23 years, and it was a trick, like maybe the first 4 or 5 years, they knew something was wrong, but a lot of them was like, it wasn't until I left the relationship that I realized I was dealing with a narcissist. I started doing research and stuff like that. So you have to realize that it's not just us. It's not just you. It's a lot of people dealing with these people. Hey, how you doing, Spanish girl too? Welcome, welcome. So it's a lot of people dealing with these people, and they falling out of love, and it's a reason why. It ain't just because this person is crazy. It's not just because they stopped buying them gifts. It's not just because, it's because they are narcissists. They have that evil spirit attached to them, and they're all about evil. Think about that for a second. Just think about that. So realize that Satan has a job. I'm just reading from my notes on this other screen, and it is to get you to stop believing in God. That's one of the jobs that the narcissists, I believe, that they have. And when I say stop believing, that means you're going to stop. I mentioned this Wednesday, you're going to stop reading your Bible. Ain't that crazy? They get you to stop reading the Bible. And some of them swear they know the Bible better than the preacher and all this other stuff. That's why I say you got to read the Bible for yourself. They'll stop you to get you to stop praying. Stop going around family that's, you know, believers and things like that. They'll get you to stop doing a lot of this stuff. It's a trick of the enemy. Don't fall for it. You have to learn, and that's why I'm doing this video. You have to learn what real love is. It's not abuse. It's not abusive. It's not, you know, any pain related to love. Love doesn't equal pain or hurt or any of those things. So just realize that. All right, let's talk about pain. So pain, the physical feeling caused by disease, injury, or something that hurts the body. Mental, it's that mental abuse that we talk about a lot, or emotional suffering, which I done said this before. I think emotional suffering lasts longer than physical wounds, because a lot of physical wounds, black eyes, bust lip, and I know it's graphic and things like that, but those things are healed over time. That emotional suffering, that's another kind of thing. So that's nothing to do with love. That's pain. And someone or something, see, it says someone, we could have put, I guess I could have replaced that with not, but that's the definition out of the dictionary. Someone or something that causes trouble. Now, many of y'all know narcissist causes a lot of trouble. Queen Shannon just said, look what the guy did, her ex did in the courtroom, and got himself arrested. They cause trouble or makes you feel annoyed or angry. And I'm pretty sure after that, Queen Shannon was annoyed and angry and probably saddened by the situation that she got. It's like reliving some of the things that happened. So you have to realize that. So that's what pain is. And narcissist causes a lot of pain, a lot of physical and a lot of mental pain and suffering. And like I said, the mental and emotional suffering go hold on to you. It's going to stick with you even longer. Because it's just like things I told y'all, you know, for y'all that don't know, I'm a military veteran, Army. So is my wife. She also a military veteran as well, retired military. Things from war still, you know, still here. It's not like all these stuff went away. And I went to Iraq in 2004 to 05. But what I'm telling you is some of those things, I still have visions and dreams about some of these things. Like I'm sitting there, like witnessing happen again, you know, and you got to kind of wake up and, you know, hurry up and do a quick prayer and like, okay, remove these thoughts from it. But so the same thing with narcissistic abuse, it's the same thing. A lot of these visions and dreams of things that you witness while being with this person, it might be 10, 15 years later, because healing is a process. It's not a one-day thing. It's not a quick fix. You got to realize that, you know what, these things happen and it continues to happen. And there's a reason being, hey, how you doing, sis? Hey, I just seen it pop up. How you doing? I just talked about you a while ago. Thank you for place to say, just stop in to bless you, my brother. Thank you so much for your and Shannon's labor of love. God bless you and may God return that back to you. How you doing? Welcome back. I was watching your video earlier that you dropped. Just talked about you. Thank you for that. Sowing that seed. God bless you. So you have to realize that a lot of times when you with narcissists or anybody that cause you pain and suffering and all that, that's not love. You have to move past that. You have to grow past that. You have to learn from that. And a lot of times I made a video about that, going through the hurt to get your healing. And what I'm saying in that video is all this stuff is hurt that we're talking about. The thing that Queen Shannon just mentioned about her ex getting arrested and stuff in court yesterday, that is hurt and pain. That's what I'm describing. I didn't know she was going to say that, but I'm glad she did share that with us because it fits the video. That's no love in that. If he loved her, she wouldn't be in court going through all that stuff. When I did my divorce, I just knew it was going to be a long, but for y'all to know the story, it's nothing she could do because I had all the paperwork. I had everything that I needed. It's nothing that she could say or do. She tried to say one thing and then my attorney shut it down. So it was one of them situations where God protected me from that situation. I was able to move past that. So you have to realize that these situations, I'm not going to sit there and say they don't get worse because they do. Sometimes they do get worse. But at the same time, God is protecting you from these situations. And you have to realize that. Now, a lot of times we didn't even sign up for these. God didn't put us in these situations, but he's still going to protect us because he loves. That's real love. That's what real love is, you know. So you have to realize that as well. My wife say they love to see you in pain. Court is their showtime. Yeah. Like my wife and I went to court with family members. She trying to explain the situation about how, you know, the guy came over and stuff like that, family member. And the thing was, I'm sitting in the back of the court. This dude dancing. He was dancing. You don't believe? Ask my wife. He dancing and stuff. I'm looking at the dude like, what? And the judge just sitting there. I know she see this dude dancing. He right in front of the whatever you call her bench or whatever. Come on, bro. He right there in front of your bench, whatever you want to call it. And he's dancing. And it's like, how do they get away with it? I know that's why people say, you know, when are they going to get their due? I made a TikTok about that too. Stop worrying about when they go get justice. I know we're dealing with different issues, like you worrying about when they go get it to God. Let God figure out. Well, not even figure out. God know when things are going to happen for them. You got to let God work those things out. Stop worrying about when the narcissist go get a whipping. Like I told Shannon when she was dealing with her ex, it's no whipping like a godly whipping. Believe it. Just think about that. It's no whipping like a godly whipping. I mean, somebody can beat you, they can hit you, and like I said, you heal from that. But a godly whipping, man, it's that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. Hey, thank you for that, Sister Benita Smith. That super chat say ex-Nor was proud to say he was a deacon, didn't even know the Lord's prayer. Oh man, come on. So again, we got these churches, not all churches, but they promoting these people, tell them they deacons, and then he's a narcissist, but he up there, he don't even know the prayer. Man, come on, man. The prayer, that's one of the things you learn when you're a kid. I'm just saying. I mean, you learn that when you're like 5, 6, 7 years old. So how this man a deacon and don't know, man, come on, man. Yeah, but thank you for that. May God return that back to you over and over again, sis. Thank you for that. So you had to realize again, pain and godly whipping, and like that godly whipping, that's gonna be pain for the narcissist. So it's going to happen at some point. I don't know when, you don't know when, but it's going to happen at some point. Let God work those issues out. You just do what you got to do. Go through your divorce, or if you leaving the house, whatever situation you're in, you just do what you got to do to get your healing. Don't worry about what the narcissist doing. I say this all the time. Telsha says this all the time. Shannon says this all the time. And so does Joy. Stay off these people's social media because they already didn't love you while you was with them. And now they're showing you even more hate by, you know, getting a new girlfriend or getting a new boyfriend. They just posting pictures. Like, they never posted pictures like that with me because they're using this to hurt you because they know you or your family watching. I had to cut my family. I told them, I'm like, man, look here, I don't want to hear nothing about my ex. That's a boundary I had to set. Like, man, I don't want to hear nothing about them. I divorced from her. I don't want to hear about what her and her daughter doing. I pray for them, wish them the best. I got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. Telsha says, I'm about to get on the road to church, went to revival. I'm listening and driving, teach, brother. All right, you be safe out there. It's not snowing or nothing out there. I hope not, but we praying for you that you get to your destination safely. I don't do snow too much. I used to drive 18-wheelers and still don't like snow. It's just, I don't like it. I don't do the snowballs or none of that. Just thank you for that, sis. But yeah, so you got to realize that family, and I think sometimes they might think, you know what, by telling you what your ex doing, they think they helping you. No, they doing more hurt because think about it, when you're hearing, oh, he just took a trip with the new supply. That's not what you want to hear. Oh, girl, he just bought a brand new truck. That's not what you want to hear. Cause he ain't buy nothing when it's with me. Oh, girl, you know what? I just seen he getting engaged. It's not what you want to hear. Just saying. So you might have to tell your family, man, you just go ahead and set a boundary. Man, you know what? I love you, but if you love me, I don't need you to stop telling me about my ex. Now, if they can't respect that boundary, guess what? You got to cut them off, just like you cut the narcissists off. And there's nothing wrong with that. You still love them. You still love them, but it don't mean I got to listen to what you're saying. I'm just saying. MB Joe say, I'm blessed. I never looked through the Leviathan Jezebel social media. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Once, you know, I wasn't even on social media till last year. Actually, the only thing I had was LinkedIn. I do admit I had that. But so far as Facebook, I ain't had none of that stuff. So me looking at your stuff, I'm good. I'm good. And now I'm for sure looking at your stuff for what? What do I have to go over there and gain by looking at your? No, I'm good. So realize that God has a way of working these things out. He does. And when he do it, oh, you're going to know he did it. It ain't going to be a doubt of your mind. It ain't going to be a man. It's not going to be the judge did it. You be like, well, I was expecting him to get, you know, just this. And then when God come in and come with that godly whipping, you like, oh, and then you realize that's when it all hit. You're like, oh, okay. Now everything makes sense. I see why it took this many years or why this happened this way, because God was working out things. And he think the narcissist, he or she, they think they're getting away with murder, like they like to say. I didn't say that again. So they, you know what I'm saying? They over there like, you know what? They living their best life. Well, that's what they think. They got their new supply. They got their new house, their new car. They think they living their best life. And I'm here to tell you, nah, they're not. They're really not. When you think about it, they're really not, because all of it is another front. And I hate to say this, but it's the truth. We probably was a front. because they probably left a situation that was bad, and then we was the new supply at some point. Then we become the old supply because they found a new supply. Just saying. So just think about that for a second. Let's get back into this message. Like I said, I don't want to hold y'all up too long. Next Bible verse is Romans 12:17. Do not repay anyone evil for evil, or like they like to say, fire with fire. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. So when everybody watching you, this is something the narcissists get right. This part right here. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. This is what the narcissists get right. This is why I say they two-faced. Because in front of everybody, oh, they're gonna respect you. They're gonna open car doors. They're gonna tell you they love you. They might shower you with gifts in front of everyone. But behind closed doors, it's not love anymore. It's hate. That's that two-faced. That demonic spirit is inside them. So it's a difference. But let me read the rest of the Bible. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. If it is possible. Sometimes it might not be possible dealing with some of these demonic spirits. It might not be possible. So they're telling you in the Bible, if it is possible, do that. So you have to realize that narcissists operate in a whole different area, a whole different element, It's time to realize that. So narcissists want to see you suffer pain and hurt, what I just broke down. They want to see you suffer in that. They feed off of that. They love to see you in pain. They do. Let's be honest. They love to see you struggling. They love to see you without a house. They waiting for you to fall. But what they don't know, God is setting me up for a rebound. You might think I fell off because maybe I had to sell my vehicle, or maybe I had to downsize my house. God is working things out. Maybe I had to sell my business because you try to take the business from, talking about the narcissist, try to take the business from you. So you have to realize that God is setting you up almost for a redo or a rebirth, if you want to go that way, or a rebound, or whatever word you want to use. But when you come back, they're going to see they mess with the wrong child, which is God's child. So now they looking at you like, that's when family members and others, you know what they say? You know what they say? I'll tell you what they say. That's when they'll say, with no conversation with you, they'll say, just because you're doing good, they'll say, oh, you think you better than us. That's the first thing they say. I'm not even talking about the narcissist. I'm talking about the family members or whomever. That's what they go, oh, you think you better than us. Because I went through narcissist abuse and had to get a divorce and struggle. And now I'm finally working things out. God is working things out for me. So now I think I'm better than you. Where were you? That's what you need to tell your friends and your family when they say things like that. Where were you when I was struggling, when I was scratching and crawling, when I was almost homeless, when I couldn't pay my bills? Where were you then? You had nothing to say. You had nothing to say then. But now you want to show your ugly face. Yeah, some of y'all family members are ugly too, y'all know. But now you want to show your ugly face and come tell me I think I'm better than y'all or you or whomever. Sometimes, like I said, you got to go no contact with some of your family members because some of them are narcissists. I know y'all don't want to admit that, but think about it. Some of them are narcissists, or to have narcissistic traits enough to where you need to go no contact with them. And some of your family members are your biggest haters. They just as worse as the narcissist you're married to or the one you had a child with. They just as worse as that person because they never want to see you succeed. I watched TikTok earlier, and it's true because they said a lot of your family members hate you because you come from the same place they come from. But since you're doing better than them, they're not prepared or ready to leave. Think about that for a second. So they don't want to see you succeed because then they're going to start getting questions. Man, your cousin Solomon or Solomon, didn't you grow with him? Look at him now. He on YouTube. He's married and, he got a friend talking about narcissism. Look like he's doing something good over there. I'm just saying, don't hate the man. Just think about what I'm saying. And then they got to get these questions. So now that's why they don't want you to make it because they don't want to deal with the consequences. The consequences is getting questioned by the same people we grew up with. Like, man, I thought y'all went to the same school. Y'all did some of the same things. Why is it that he's doing this? Or why is it she's doing this? And you still here in the same time doing nothing. So they hating or they waiting for you to fall so they can say, I told y'all he wasn't going to make it. I told you she would never be nothing because that's the conversations they have behind your back. Or they'll never tell you to your face until they mad. Then they'll tell you, you know, I knew you wasn't going to make it. But behind your back, sometimes your family is your biggest hater. So watch who you tell and what you tell when it comes to family. Just saying. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And I'll jump back in the chat right after this. If you have been hurt by anyone, you have a right to say no or enough. Notice I didn't say hurt by just your mama or your daddy. I said anyone. If you have been hurt by anyone, you have a right to say no or that's enough. I'm done with this. And you can go no contact with that person and move on. Let me jump into the chat. I see y'all in here laughing and stuff. Let me see what I didn't miss. Let's see. Let me roll back just a little bit. My brother say, when you don't repay evil for evil, you have evidence of God in you. Boy, you dropping truth bombs in there. I wish I could do it from the thing. You dropping bombs in here, Riz. I like that. I love what you just said. That's good. Dinah say, narcissists measure success based on physical appearances. True. What they can see. They never think about the power of God in your life. They never imagine your comeback. They want to see you down. Exactly. Hey, I couldn't have said that better myself. You're right. They want to see you fall. And if you start to rise, do y'all realize, I ain't trying to talk about family, but do you realize you got family members and friends that are praying for your downfall? They are. They betting against you. So you got to watch who you tell what you about to do next. You about to write a book. You might not want to tell your cousin. You might want to just keep that to yourself. And when the book drops, then you can say, man, I got a book on Amazon. And how much you want to bet? I'm not a betting man, but if I had to bet, how much you want to bet that family member won't buy your book? Or how much I'll go a step further. How much you want to bet most of your family won't buy your book or support any of your business ventures, but they'll sit there and say, man, can I borrow 500? Or they quick to come call you, man, bro, I'm in a situation. Can you help me out? You ain't support me. My book was only $10. I ain't see you buy that. But now you might help. You need to get bailed out of jail. Okay. I tell you what, I'll do you this. And I know this about to sound funny and harsh. I'll do you this. My book was $10. How much is your bail? $2,000. I'll put $10 on it. That's what my book costs. Maybe next time you might support my ventures. I'm just saying. That's kind of evil. Y'all think that's evil? I'm just saying. But he said, if I had a child by that narcissist, I would be in a straitjacket. Well, we thank God you didn't have a child. You're not in a straitjacket. I talked about this a few weeks back, talking about, you're going to be seeing a lot of white in your life if you go, to the crazy house or the psych ward, whatever they want to call it, but yeah. Let me scroll down a little bit. Mina G saying, amen. Francine, thank you again for being here, Francine. Francine saying, amen. Thank you. Jabba say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I know exactly what you're talking about. With the little T.I. song, what is it called? Big thing popping, little thing stop, whatever. And when you think about that, I don't listen to rap music, but I used to, so I still know some of the verses. But big things popping is God is doing things in your life. Little things stopping is the narcissists and the family members and the friends that don't want to see you succeed. I'll say that again. Big things popping is God, the blessings, and what he has in store for you in your life. If you just have to have faith the size of a mustard seed, you just have to have that faith. But little things stopping are the evildoers in your life. It's the narcissists, the spouses, it's the parents, it's the cousins, all the people I just mentioned that are praying for your downfall. That's what that is. I just came to me. Just thinking out loud. My sister say, sir, this is the whole truth. I'm just trying to keep it real. You're trying to keep it real. Let me scroll down. I'm still back a little bit. Y'all going fast. My wife say so many sacrifice their own children for their gain. They definitely do. We see it in Hollywood, just not even in Hollywood, just regular people. Everybody think what Hollywood is. Regular people doing it too, sacrificing their children. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, think about the stories we have heard where they talk about that. You know what? My mom gave me to my stepdad, and she knew about it because she didn't want to lose. She didn't want to lose the money coming in the house, or you know, whatever, the food, or she didn't want to lose the man. Some of them just said they didn't want to lose the man, so they give away their daughter. Yeah, I said it. It's true. They give away their daughter to the stepdad or to the father, you know, depending on how crazy the situation is. I'm just saying. So that, to me, is a sacrifice, because you're sacrificing your child for your gain of what? Food? Food. Or for you to have a, like George say, a dusty demon laying in your bed. You got a narcissist laying in your bed, and you sacrifice your child for that? Only to turn around and get a divorce 3, 4, 5 years later because you didn't have enough of the abuse that he's been doing to you, but you didn't care enough about your child. Okay, I'm going off on something else. But again, that is not real love. So you think your mom or dad loved you and you was in that situation? Nah, they don't. You can tell them what I say. You can kick rocks with no shoes on, which is gonna hurt a little bit more if you got shoes on. You're not go, okay, y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not being funny. I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, nah, man. A lot of these families doing that. And it's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's not an Asian thing. It's not a Hispanic thing. It's a evil thing. Narcissist is an evil thing. It don't go with one race or the other. It's just evil. We hear about it all around the world, so it's evil. So therefore, yeah. Thank you for joining us, Lucretia. Said, unfortunately, that is true. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. Y'all hit the like button, you know. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If y'all ain't hit the like button, please do so. Let me see. Did I miss something? Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. So God is real love. You know how I know that? Because Jesus died for our sins. Let's think about that for now. That is love on a whole nother level. A narcissist is not going to take a bullet for you if you're in a situation. And on a side note, just hit me. A lot of y'all that's going through divorce, we've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna say it again. It just came to me. Make sure you take these people off your insurance policies, life insurance and stuff like that. I'm just saying, make sure you take them off. Hey, how you doing, Alan B? Welcome. Make sure you take these people off your life insurance and all that stuff. If you're going through a divorce, or you think you're about to go through a divorce, go ahead and switch it. I mean, go ahead and get it out the way. I'm just saying. So again, God is real love. Jesus died for our sins. And narcissists, they into some other demonic stuff. And some of them, let's just be honest, some of them waiting to see you pass away. Just be honest. They waiting to see you pass away. Ain't that evil? They waiting to see you pass away so they can go collect a check. It's all about money and this lifestyle that they want to have. So I'm just saying. I mean, as you say, please pray for us going through divorces with those demons. We definitely pray at the end of this, definitely, because they got a lot of y'all that are dealing with it. I know I had to deal with it twice in my life, and the first one, I don't know which one was worse. I mean, they both evil. I have no problem saying that. You ain't heard my story, hey, go watch one of my older videos and Shannon video about, you know, the ex, and you'll see, you know, it's raw and uncut, like what we saying and what we doing. And a lot of y'all didn't experience a lot of this stuff. That's how we relate, because narcissists are familiar spirits. So therefore, a lot of our stories similar. My story might be a little bit different from most stories. I'm more like a Lifetime movie, but I can't make the story. I can't make this stuff up. So I'm just saying. Again, it's right here. Don't let one relationship. Sometimes it just take one narcissist to destroy everything about you, but do not let one relationship define who you are. God has something for you moving forward. That relationship, that narcissistic relationship, that abuse, that physical abuse, that mental abuse, that anger, mental anger, all that stuff, it should be a teachable moment for you moving forward. Your discernment should be high. Your woman's intuition, if you're a female, should be high. You should be able to see these narcissists coming from a mile away. I know that sounds crazy, but you should be able to feel something is like something ain't right about this guy. Something ain't right about this woman. When you walk into the building and you got this like something don't feel, it's like kind of cold and something not right. It's because something isn't right. Don't just sit there and say, well, something ain't right, and just keep on walking in. Like, nah, maybe that's your time to say a quick prayer. Maybe if you really don't have to do business in this building, maybe you walk back out the door and go ahead and go to somebody else's building. Maybe that's not the bank for you. Maybe that's not the credit union for you. Maybe this job, you know what? It might be my last day. I'm just saying, maybe I need to start applying for some job because something ain't right. It ain't been right. Something in my spirit telling me that something is wrong because the people at work don't love me. It's this video about love. They don't love me. They got a bunch of narcissists at work. Or you walk into your family reunion and something off because Uncle Buck over there, man, you ain't got to go. Stop letting these people, what's the word? Can't think of the word. Manipulate you. That ain't even the word I'm thinking about, but stop letting them manipulate you and gaslight you into going to these family reunions and these functions saying, well, you got to be, I ain't got to be nothing. All I got to do is stay black and die. Well, I got a few other things I got to do, but you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's all I got to do. I ain't got to go to the family reunion. For what? I know how to cook. I'm a pretty good cook. Ask my wife. Ask Rizzo. I'll send them pictures sometimes. I'm a decent cook. I know how to cook. And I'm still exploring. So no, I don't need to go over there and eat your barbecue. I don't really eat barbecue like talking about anyway. So I don't need to go over there. I'm from Louisiana, so I can cook some dishes. So I don't need to go to your whack reunion anyway. And I'm paying $30 for a t-shirt that I ain't gonna never wear anyway to go to a reunion that I'm be probably depressed and angry and probably gonna get into it one of the narcissists while I'm there. So why would I pay to go get upset? That don't make not a bit of sense. Make it make sense. Why would I pay and know I'm gonna end up being upset? Come on, make that make sense. I paid $30, and then it's not 30 because I gotta pay for my wife and insurance. So I probably just paid 100, probably a bill, maybe 2 bills for us to go. And then gas money, depending on whether, you know, they like to big book these trips way off some dog and well. And then you got to probably get a hotel room. So I didn't spend how much money? How much money I didn't spend? Probably almost $1,000 to go out there and get mad. Man, come on. That ain't no love and none of that. So, nah, you can't trick me into do that. Manipulate. Nah, we good. We good. Dinah say, yes, one of the first signs you've encountered a narcissist is the confusion felt in their presence. Ooh, that's good. And after spending time in their presence, you question what's off with them. Yeah, you question like, man, something can't, you know, I say, you know how he used to say that? I can't quite put my finger on it, but something is off about that person. Something is off about brother such and such, sister. So I can't put my finger on it, but something off. Well, you know what? You need to go ahead and keep it moving. That's what's off. Maybe you're dealing with a demonic spirit. God trying to show you, so he's trying to tell you something. So now it's time for me to move on. I don't care if it's family reunion. I don't care if it's a wedding. You might walk into the wedding, like, man, something off. I don't feel right. Hey, take your tuxedo you rented for the wedding. If you're not in the wedding, I'm just saying, if you're just going there, and if your wife with you or your significant other with you, go ahead and just go take some pictures. Go take some pictures and go get something to eat. Fancy establishment, like just make a date night out of it. I'm just saying. Just saying, y'all just trying to keep it real. All right, what else? So remember, don't let one relationship define who you are. Nah, we're not doing it over here. Narcissists try to control you if you allow them to. And what I mean by that is from day one, they already plotting and planning and trying to control the situation, control the narrative, control you, control us. They're trying to control us because that's what they're all about. They're all about control. And once they start to lose control, that's when that mask started to slip. Just saying. But Alan B said, the narcissistic relationship makes me appreciate my autonomy. No one telling how to live or making me feel bad about living a certain way. It's all about control. They want to control you from day one to the day you leave. And matter of fact, even after you leave, that's why they keep tabs on you. They still trying to control you. And the ways they control you is through your children. So they'll use this parental alienation. They know you love that child or you love those children. They will use those children against you. I know because that's what I've gone through. I'm still going through that because they use parental alienation. They use the court system. I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about men and women because they both do it. It's whoever got custody, or even though they don't have custody, they try to use these children against you. They try to use whatever they can against you. So you have to realize that none of that is love. If you got to go through all that, it's not love, family. You got to go through all these different things that is not love, not even a little bit. So you have to realize that this person, and I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but you got to realize this person never, ever, ever, ever loved you. Even though they didn't say it 4,000 times. Even though they didn't shower you with gifts. Even though they didn't took you on trips. Even though they told your mama, I will always love. Even though they stood in front of the altar and say, I will love you till death do us part. Well, I guess the marriage is dead because you don't love me anymore. You're not showing. Just saying. So just think about it for a second. So love should never cause you to question your relationship, kind of what I was talking about. Narcissists will have you questioning your life. That's kind of what I think it was Benita just said. Who just said that? I just put it up there, but whoever just said that's kind of what they said. So you got to realize that if you questioning a lot of things in a relationship, I'm not saying, because sometimes you got to question, you newlyweds and things like that. You have different questions, y'all learn each other. But I'm saying when you questioning just like everything, something might be wrong. That might be your opportunity to get out of that situation. Might be God trying to tell you something. My sister say facts 100. Yes. Might be God trying to tell you something. The Christians say stomach knotting up. Yeah. Every time you walk or every time they come around, you start sweating. You get hot. Your body off. You get stomach knotting up. Your pulse is racing. Things are happening. Your body is telling you that something is wrong with this person. So you got to realize that God trying to show me something in this situation. And I either go act on it or we go ignore the red flag. We can no longer continue ignoring the red flags. But he said, I get to wake up in the morning praising God, waking up with the ex-narcissist. I woke up praying for peace. Wow. Now that's deep. See what she just said there? Now that she's no longer with the narcissist, she gets to wake up praising our Father, praising God. When she was with the narcissist, she had to wake up praying for peace because she knew the day it was going to be eventful, but not the kind of eventful y'all think. I'm talking about it's going to be more like an evil day. So she praying for peace. When the mask came off, peace was gone. No peace in the house. Can you imagine walking into the house and there's no peace? It's arguments. It's plates getting thrown at the wall. It's holes getting punched in the wall. You grabbing your kids and trying to leave. And again, I'm seeing a lot of it on TikTok, the women recording the things. And I'm big on documenting, but you need to be calling the police as well. Don't just sit there and record what the person doing. The one we seen earlier, I showed Shannon. I think I sent it to Joy as well. The thing about it, this guy picked up an AR-15 and the woman was still recording. At that point, even me as a man, okay, you didn't pick up a weapon. I got to get up out of here. I can call the cops while I'm going down the stairs, grab the kids, whatever I got to do, go back, whatever I'm about to grab real quick, and we need to get out of here. It's a time for recording, and it's a time for acting. It's okay to document, but it's also okay to get your butt moving so you can. I'm just saying. Come on now. Yeah, that's what Shannon said. Yeah, she was like, girl, she said it right when we was watching. Like, girl, get out of there. He didn't pick up a weapon. What are you doing? Well, you still up there like this here. I forgot what his name was, Shannon. I forgot the dude's name. Iman, whatever his name was. Luke, whatever his name was. She just recording. Like, Luke, just stop. Luke, don't do that. That's when he picked up the weapon. Luke, no, man, you know what? Stop recording. Or I don't know if you can continue recording and still down now. I don't know, but you need to, like Shannon said, get your butt up out of there. It's enough recording. You got enough evidence. He done ripped the door on the video. I don't know what video it is, but he ripped doors off the hinges. He flipped their furniture over. He was taking their sectional. It was a big dude. He took their sectional trying to rip it off the other. What's wrong with this guy? Is he on drugs? I mean, I don't know, but it's enough record. You got enough evidence. He didn't ripped up enough of your house. Now he about to. Yeah. George seen the video too. She said exactly. There were 3 kids in the house. 3 kids in the house, and this man ripping apart everything. Ripping doors off the hinges. And all we seen was clothes everywhere. I ain't see the kids. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, man, it's time to go. It's enough recording. We done with that part. We good. We good with the recording. Let's go ahead. Let's dial some 911. Let's get some police over here. Let's get him out the house. So we got to know when to act and when to record. You got to make a decision. Life is all about choices. So at some point, sometime you got to make a decision. Okay, my life is in danger. So enough of the recording. I need to get myself and my kids out of here and dial 911. Just saying. Get in the car and go. And just realize, so we're talking about love. This video is about love. Love from narcissists. Y'all ready for this one? Love from narcissists has strings attached to it. It ain't real love. It's fake. So if they tell you I love you, you owe them something. Think about what I'm saying. If they buy you something, you owe them something in return. So they buy you a nice, if you're a lady, a woman, they buy you a nice necklace. You owe them something. Now, it might be in the bedroom. It might be something. I don't know, but you're going to owe them something. Everything they buy you a vehicle, it has strings attached to it. If she goes out and buy you something, it has strings attached to it. Just saying, I'm not being the bearer of bad news. Some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. But I just hope you realize that a lot of times these narcissists, when they buy you things or do things for you, it has strings attached to it. It's not just like me when I go buy my wife something, I buy Shannon something, it has no strings attached to it. Or when I do a conjure, when I open a door for her, whatever, I do, it has no strings attached to that because I love this woman. But narcissists, that's that fake love. So they open the car door for you, or they're expecting something an hour or two later in return. When they go take you out to eat or take you out to the movies, they're expecting something in return because you owe them something because it has strings attached to it. It's not real love. It's fake. So make the best of your situation, but don't take abuse in your situation. Like Adam B just said, don't take nothing from them. If they give you a penny, you owe for the eternity. Remember that penny I gave you. Yeah, they'll come back and hit you across the head. Hey, how you doing, Tyree? Hey, welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, they'll come back and say, man, remember that penny I gave? I know what he's saying, but yeah, you owe them. Don't take nothing from them. You realize what not, man. Stop taking stuff from them. Yeah, no, I'm talking about. I got no family members, moms and dads. This is the classic right here. This is a classic. This is gonna be a mic drop. Hey, how you doing, Kenyatta? Welcome, welcome. This is the mic drop right here. Your mama, I'm laughing, but it ain't funny. Your mama gonna tell you, well, I birthed you, so you owe me. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's hold on. Let's walk this out. You birthed me, so I owe you. I didn't tell you to sleep with that man. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't control. You should have been wearing contraceptive or something. Maybe you wouldn't have had me. I don't know, but don't blame me because you saying I destroyed your life. Because a lot of parents like to do that. They'll say, well, it's your fault I didn't go to college. No, it's your fault you didn't go to college. You the ones decided to lay down with that man, or you decided to lay down with that woman, and y'all had me, and that's your fault, not mine. So don't make it seem like, again, that's that guilt trip. That's that blame game. They narcissists don't take no accountability. So it's your fault. It's your fault that you were born. Think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. If your mom or dad tell you it's your fault that you was born, think about that for a second. Let that soak in. It's your fault that you was born, but they the one that I can't make this stuff up. I'm telling y'all because I heard this before. It's not something I'm making up. They blame you for you being here. Man, come on, man. Get out of here with that nonsense, man. Come on, man. I done heard a lot of stuff, but that's one of the craziest things. If you think about it, it's my fault that I was born. Oh, it's your fault that you was born. Man, come on, man. Y'all got to be kidding me, man. Lucretia said, I know there's always an ulterior motive to what they do for you. Always strings attached, always something. They trying to get something out of it. They buy you a ring, you owe them a trip to Cancun. Just saying. Now, they vacuum for you, they want something at nighttime in the bedroom. For vacuuming, man, far by, like they say. My sis Joy say, that's all they know, strings attached. What their father offers them has strings attached. Definitely. So our father offer us stuff. It ain't got no strings attached to it. It's blessings. It ain't got no evilness attached to it. It's different. You got to realize that. Jasmine say, if the fellas want to buy their wives a Fendi, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, etc. handbag and do not want to pay over $2,000, I found a place that will allow you to put it on layaway with payment plan. Oh, okay. Let me know about that. Let me know. I might have to get Shannon. So I don't know. Put it on layaway. Hey, I'm all about deals. I'll figure out a way to get a deal out of something. So yeah, let me know. Y'all see that, ladies? Y'all better get with Jasmine. If you want to go buy it for yourself. I know my sister tells you about Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. I think she said that's one of her favorite. Hey, she say she got a deal for you, sis. So you can go hook up with Jasmine and get that deal. You ain't got to put on layaway. I mean, so hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Don't forget they're always the victim. The narcissist, I call it bait and switch. They bait you in and then they switch it. Hey, how you doing, Miss Henry? Welcome. They bait you in, then they switch it. And the reason why they switch it because they want to play the victim. It's like getting like on TikTok, I seen where they get people riled up. So you get riled up, and when you start acting out, which is reactive abuse, man, look here. That reactive abuse, guess what just happened? Now you acting out. You start punching walls, or you just fed up at that point. And that's what they want. Guess what they do? They do what you should have done. They call the police and they get you arrested. That ain't real love. That ain't real love. It was a setup. It was a setup from the jump. It's a transference of energy. They come in there mad, mean, and doing all these things. You don't pick up your phone, start recording. You don't call the cops right off. They get you to start acting mad, mean, and tearing up stuff. Now they call the cops and you escorted out your own house, and they go use that against you. I'm not making this stuff up. They use it against you. So now you sitting there looking like boo-boo the fool, like, why did I fall for that? It's a trick of the enemy. It's a trick of the enemy. Remember this as well. If you must lie for your partner, it's not love. Think about that. I'm talking about when I say lie. If you got a black eye and you got to put extra caked up makeup on, talking to women, or you got a buzzer, you got to put extra stuff on, or you got to say you got a broke arm, you got to say, oh girl, I just fell down the stairs and the man broke your arm. I'm the same thing with the fellas. If you got scratches on your back and you got to lie to your family and say, you know, the relationship is great, it's lying, man. It's not real. It's not real. Think about it. I mean, just think about what I'm saying. I'm just being honest and raw with y'all. Just think about it. You got to lie for your spouse or your significant other, whomever, all the time. That's not love at all. It's not love. That's abuse. That's what you can call it. Narcissistic abuse, regular abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. That is abuse. That's a form of abuse because you got to lie for this person all the time, constantly, over and over. You lying for them. That's not love. Not real love. It might be some kind of twisted, demonic form of love. I don't know, but that's not real love. Just saying. My wife, she say, been there, done that. The narc will always make you regret lying for them. Trust me on that one. Yeah, because you go and you lie for them, and then they can use your lies against you. And the way they do that is you never called the cops on them because you're lying. And then the cops do get called because let's say y'all screaming and you're in an apartment and the neighbors get called. What do? Oh, nothing is going on. It's all copacetic. It's all good over here. So the officer like, are you sure, ma'am? Do you need to tell me something? Hey, how you doing, Janet Foot? Welcome. And you say, no, everything is all good. And you probably got a bust little, oh, no, that happened yesterday. I was, doing stuff. And so that lie is going to come back to bite you later on. Or those lies are going to come back to bite you later on because now the cops can say, well, you never called the cops. And I know you're like, well, just saying. Think about that. So don't lie for a narcissist. I don't care if they're not a narcissist. The person hit you. Why lie for them when the cops? No, yeah, he hit me. I know. I didn't did that too. Well, that's my wife, my baby mom, whatever you want to call them. And you like, well, I don't want them to go to jail. But actually, after I should have been like, you know what? Yeah. She scratched up my neck, my back. Tried to punch me in my face. I just, tried to block. Yeah, I should have said that. Yeah, you should have went your butt to jail. I'm just saying. But them lies, again, I did it too, lying, and then it comes back. See, everybody like to talk about, well, when the narcissist go get their due. It comes back when God is ready. So with my ex, my first wife, the way that it worked out, she had to deal with some stuff, what she did for me. So, and I had to deal with things too, but the way it came back and worked around, the way God did it, it worked out to where she couldn't do the job she went to school for. Think about that. You done went to school all these years to be able to be this person, a nurse or whatever you're trying to go to school for. And it worked out to where the things you did caught up with you. So now you can't even work in that field. I'm just saying. And it happens all the time. So stop worrying about the narcissist. God is going to work that thing out right when they think they're doing good and everything is, I done got away with everything. That godly whipping is going to come through. And their credit go start to fall. Their credit score go start to drop. They might lose their house. And I ain't wishing bad luck on anybody. It's not bad. I don't believe in luck. But things start to happen. Some of their blessings are getting blocked because God is blocking them. So things start to happen in their life. And you might not even know about it. You might find out about it 2 years later that they homeless or they went through another divorce or they lost their car. Whatever the case is. Don't celebrate that. I know a lot of us like, man, don't celebrate that. Man, just it is what it is. It was bound to happen at some point. Is all I'm saying. My wife said they're going to use all of that against you. Don't lie or cover for them. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But he said, I feel those who feel stuck with the narcissist. May God give you the strength to live and get true happiness. Amen to that. Amen to that. Jammer said your neck, your back, your shoulders. Yeah, scratch it all up. Everything. So and I said this before, love yourself more than the narcissist hates you. What I mean, because the narcissist, they hate you. It's not love. It's a different word. It's a different form. They hate you. So you got to love yourself more than this evil person hates you. Just think about that. So every time, just get your mind, when you know you're dealing with a narcissist, every time they say, I love you, just be like, that sucker really saying he hates me. Or she really saying, hey, how you doing, anonymous? Welcome, welcome. Really saying they hate me. Just saying. I'm just saying. So, and also, remember, love goes both ways in any relationship. It's not a one-way thing. It's not a 50-50. It should be 100%, both of y'all. I know you're like, well, it's always 50-50 or something. No, it should be 100%, both of y'all. I put in 100%. Shannon puts in 100%. We're trying to make things work. Same thing, your situation. It's not 50-50 or 70-30 or 64, whatever number. No, 100 for you, 100 for them. That's what real love is. But with a narcissist, you're probably getting 20% and you doing 100, and they just going along as long as they can until you catch on to their tricks and all this stuff. And then you realize, okay, this not love at all. I done got bamboozled. I got hoodwinked again. And it happens again until you catch on your discernment. You start going to God and talking about these things. So it's going to keep happening until you break the soul tie, until you break the chains, like Shannon say on her channel, North for Living. Until you break that soul tie and break the chain, it's going to continue to happen. And you keep, a lot of people, they say, what they say on TikTok and even here, I attract narcissists. There might be some truth to that, but what sounds even more believable to me is you ain't broke the soul tie, you ain't broke the things up in the atmosphere. So yeah, you're going to keep going for the same person, like the women that like the bad guys. And they keep getting hurt by the bad guy, but they keep going back over there. So until they stop going back over there to the bad guy and go to, they say nice guys finish last. Well, until you go over there to the nice guy, you're going to keep getting the same thing you've been getting. I don't care if they're a rock star, a rapper, an NFL player, an NBA player. If you keep going for the bad guy, you're going to keep being a woman that's single or without. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. If I'm wrong, like I say, tell me in the chat and we can have a little conversation right quick. But I think I'm pretty much on course, because if you think about it, if you keep going for it's like going to your favorite restaurant, whatever restaurant that is. And you know how to service, when you first go to services, it's on point. You sit down there, you ate your steak, you got your salad, you got your grilled mushrooms or your grilled onions, whatever you like on, with your steak. You got your shrimp and all this stuff, grilled shrimp on the side, and everything is going good. And you sitting there, thank you for that, sis. Thank you for that. God bless you. May God return that back to you. Thank you for that on Cash App. And you sitting there like, man, this is good. But the second time you go there, maybe they changed cook. Maybe they changed manager. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's been a couple months since you've been. You go, you get the same steak, you get the same mushroom, the saute, everything you like, baked potato, whatever you like. You get all that stuff. It don't taste the same. The steak a little drier. The baked potato missing the ingredients you asked for. The waitress or the waiter, they're not nice like they was. So like, well, maybe they just having an off night. So you give them that third time, you go back to this restaurant and you get the meal worse than the second time. So now the steak has got its blood in there. You ask for medium well, very little pink, or you ask for well done, which means should be no blood. You cut open, blood is coming out like the thing's still alive. The baked potato is dry as I don't know what. And then your vegetables, they forgot the vegetables. Then they do bring the vegetables out, they cold. You see what I'm going to do? So why would you go back a fourth time? Why would you go back for number 4? You didn't had one good one. You had 2 bad ones. Why would you go out to that same restaurant for number 4? Because now you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting your money. Thank you for that, sis, for that on the Cash App. Thank you. May God return that back to you. Thank y'all for that. God bless y'all. So you got to realize that now I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my money. And you bringing another person with you. You're not just paying $30, $40 for your meal. Now you're paying $30, $40 for your wife or your husband. Y'all both from there. Y'all didn't wasted probably almost $100. And then the wine even tastes funny. So why would you go in there a 4th and 5th and 6th time? So what I'm trying to say to you is you got to realize when you dealt with a narcissist once, okay, I get that. Twice, I can still see that. But 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you miss me with that one. I don't know about that one, fam, because at some point You got to learn your lesson. Thank you for that, Miss Henry. You got to learn your lesson. Think about what I'm saying. At some point, at some time, you can't say, well, I attract bad guys. It might be, like I said, it might be a little truth to that. But at the same time, you're going for that same person, that same type person, you're going to keep getting the same results. And we all know what that definition, that's insanity. Just saying, that's insanity. I don't care which way you want to look at it, that's insanity. You going for a certain type of brother, or you going for a certain, I got some homeboy, they go for a certain type of woman. They got to look like this model type and long hair and hips and all this stuff. And that's what they go for. That's cool. You got a certain type, everybody, or some of them like to date this type of woman. That's cool. But if you keep ending up single because you keep going for that type of woman, maybe you need to change the type of woman you're going for. I'm just saying. Am I wrong, Tyree? William, am I wrong? I mean, Tyree, Brother Allen, am I wrong in what I'm saying? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me. Brother Rizzo, am I wrong? If you keep going for that same type woman, you're going to keep getting the same results over and over and over and over. It ain't going to change until you, yeah. If I'm wrong, I just call my brothers out. But if I'm wrong, just let me know. I might be wrong. I don't know. My wife say type equals familiar spirit, same spirit, different body. She just broke that all the way down. So you're getting the same type. Listen to what she's saying. You're getting the same type, same physical form, same looks. You like the long jet black hair, whatever. You like all that. Familiar spirit, because that's the type. Familiar spirit. I like how you did that, Shannon. Familiar spirit, same spirit, different body. It's just another demon attached to this person you're dealing with now. I'm just saying. Same thing with the ladies. I ain't leave you out. So you want this physical physique man, a muscular man. You want the 8-pack. Y'all don't even want the 6-pack. Y'all want the 8-pack or the 10-pack with the little things on the side. You know what I'm talking about? Got all this stuff on the side. And you like, I want a 6'2" guy. Well, how many times you gonna date this 6'2" athlete style guy that got all these 6-packs and 8-packs, and you end up single? So at some point, sometimes something need to register in your head, and you're like, you know what? This ain't working out with the 6'3" athlete guy that's built and stuff. He's narcissist. The last one was abusive. The one before that cheated on me. The one before that, I ain't gonna say what I wanted to say, but what I'm saying is, well, okay, I'll say it. The one before that left me for a man. Okay, but you keep going for this 6'2", 6'3" guy. At some point, maybe you need to go date somebody that's 5'8". I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just having a moment right now. Tyree say, you tell the truth, bro. I'm just trying to make sure I'm on the same path. My wife say, when you heal, your type changes. You see what she just said? When you heal, when you go through that healing process and things are actually moving like they're supposed to, and God is actually blessing you, your type go change. You're not gonna go for the 6'2" built wrestler WWE guy. You might go for the 5'6" guy. Or instead of you going for this model type woman, you might go for the woman that's a little bit more shapely. And that situation might actually work out. But again, you got to know that I'm not attracting narcissists. I'm going for the narcissist on my own accord. That ain't love. That's craziness. I'm not calling y'all crazy, but I'm just saying that at some point, some time, that's craziness. I'm just having a moment. I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but I'm just having a moment. And I still got a few more things I'm just saying, so you got to realize that, you know what? Until I change my ways, how I think, how I pray, how I worship God, how I talk to people, how I just do different things, how I work, until I change a lot of those things, and then change, like Shannon was saying, change the body type or the personality. I think the funny girl might work best. God, like, no, you need somebody a little bit more serious. But you keep going for this funny girl, and who laughing now? Because you didn't went for 5 funny girls, and none of the relationships worked out. I'm just saying. Like, you the comedian, you be funny. I'm gonna bring somebody a little bit more serious to balance you out. You see what I just did there? You going for somebody that's similar to you. God, like, no, I can bring. You need somebody that's equally yoked, not similar to you. So that ain't love either. So let God bring somebody that's equally yoked. I might be talking. Maybe I might be off a little bit. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if y'all listening to me, but the thing, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to get through to y'all is, whether you live or watching this replay, you have to realize that until you change a lot of things in your life and start doing things differently, God don't bless mess. So you're going to continue getting the same thing over and over and over. When you want to get off the Ferris wheel, you know how you go to the parade, you get, at the fair, and you go, if you ever been on a Ferris wheel, it goes round and round. But at some point it stops and you get off. Well, some of y'all on this Ferris wheel been on the Ferris wheel for years and years, just riding round and round and round. Boring ride. It's whack. Like, why are we still sitting on this ride? Why are we going around this? It's not fun. It's just boring. But you're still on that Ferris wheel. Well, something go change. No, something ain't gonna change till you get your butt off the Ferris wheel. It ain't gonna change. You're gonna keep seeing the same city lights. You're gonna see the same people because y'all all riding on this doggone thing together. So you seeing the same stuff over and over again. And you think that person that's with you on this ride, you think that's love. That ain't love. That is not love. Just because both of y'all on the ride together don't make it love. That make two of y'all that. I'm just saying. I'm just having a moment. I'm just saying. My wife, yeah, the ride is whack. The ride is whack. And what I'm saying is, I know I'm talking about Ferris wheel, but I'm saying their relationship that you with this person is whack. That's what I'm saying. You getting on ride after ride with this Ferris wheel type ride, and it's boring. It's boring to your spirit. It's boring to your flesh. But yet still, you think that's the person for you. So that's who you keep going for. You think that's where you're going to find love. That's the problem. Y'all out there searching for love when love should be. Just saying, you searching for something you don't even need to be searching for, but just saying. Let me finish up so I can get you out of here because I know y'all got things to do and got, places to go or, things to eat and things like that. I'm almost finished. God and the devil send people into your life. They do. They send people into your life. They don't think the devil don't send people. He sends people into your life as well. But the difference is some are blessings, which are from God, and the others are curses. Think about that for a second. Actually, I heard that on the TikTok, so I didn't make that up myself. I don't know what TikTok it was, but I heard it, and it stuck with me when I was doing it. I say, you know what, this real talk. God and the devil will send people into your life, but some of those people are blessings, and some of those people are curses. So you keep going after this same body type, this familiar spirit, this similar type. That's the curse. That's why you single. You were single last year at Christmas time. You're single this year at Christmas time. Next year, if you do it again, you're going to be single at Valentine's Day and Christmas time. You wonder why. I'm just saying. So you single for a reason because you choosing wrongly. That's where your discernment and stuff comes. That's where your prayer life comes in at. That's where, if you're a real warrior for God, that's where these things come into play. If you're wearing your full armor of God, these narcissists can't get to you that easy. Think about what I'm saying. If you're wearing your full armor, they cannot get to you that easy. Or they're going to try. But it's more like, it's like tinks in the armor, like brush your shoulders off type thing. But if you ain't got all your armor on, they throw something, it's going to hit you. It's going to knock you back. Like, you go feel it. You're like, man, what just happened? It's like getting shot. So you falling back 4 or 5 feet because you ain't got your whole armor on. You're not using your discernment. So that evil narcissist, that evil person that's trying to destroy your life and the lives of others, you gave them legal access to come on over, walk on over. Y'all want me to go a little bit deeper? Hold on. I got a little time. I got an extra 10 minutes. What I'm saying is, some of y'all, and I've done this before, so I'm not telling you nothing I ain't done. You sleep with somebody on the first night. You don't really know this person. They call it a one-night stand. Well, you sleep with this person, so now you got a soul tie to a person that you don't know that might be a narcissist, and they got an evil spirit inside them. So now what you just created is a soul tie, an evil soul tie. It's evil. And you with this person you slept with once, and you just gave them legal access, not just into your home, not just into your life. And I pray to God that you don't get pregnant on that one night stand, which that happens a lot too. So you just did all that. You just messed your life up. So again, what I just said, God and the devil sent people into your life. That one night stand might not have been the person God sent. That might have been the devil trying it one more time. Because the devil, he just throws stuff at the wall and hope it sticks. Think about what I'm saying. God ain't got to throw stuff on the wall. God is the wall. He can block things. He can build things. He make things. That's what God is. So he ain't got to throw nothing at the wall. The devil trying to throw stuff at the wall to see if it's going to stick. So let me send this one night stand guy over there. Let's see if she sleep with him. Okay, that one didn't work. Okay, I know her body type. Let me send this other guy over here. Let me see if she sleep with him. Might have not got you this time. You might have, okay. Let me send another person a little bit different. Let me send him over there. Got her. She slept with him. Matter of fact, she didn't got pregnant. I got her. So we got legal access. We're going to have it soul tie. I'm going to mess the child life up because the man is demonic. I mean, he got a demonic spirit in him. So I'm going to mess the man life. I'm going to mess her life up because I got 18 years or 30, 40 years because we got a child. I hope I ain't going too deep. We all adults. I hope we're not going too deep. So you got to realize that some people come into your life, they're a blessing. And it's hard to figure out who's who. And some of them are curses. So at the end of the day, if I know God is the wall and I know the devil is trying to stick stuff to the wall, I see my wall right here. Let me do a look. So this is my wall, right? See, I got stuff hanging on the wall. I ain't saying it's demonic or nothing. It's not. But if God is the wall, I'm trying to get to the top of the wall because God is the blessing. The devil just throwing things to this wall trying to make it stick. It might fall down. The nail might, like this right here, I got it nailed up. It might fall down. That's like the devil stuff. It might fall down and boom, this picture might fall down. That's the devil trying to get stuff to stick. This picture on the other side, it might fall down. But the thing about it, if God put it up on that wall, it ain't going nowhere. It's like cemented to the wall. It ain't going nowhere. You ain't got to worry about it falling down. It could be a F7 tornado. It could be an F5 hurricane. And if God is involved in the whole situation and love and all this stuff, it don't matter. This stuff will still be standing. And you wonder why you can go to some neighborhoods. Y'all seen it where a hurricane or a tornado come through. One side of the block is ripped to shreds. And I ain't saying these people evil. I pray for those people when they lose home. I'm not saying none of that. And the other side is untouched. Why is that? Is a tornado got a mind of its own? It can figure out what houses they want to destroy? No. But I'm just saying. Or the forest fires in California. One side of the neighborhood is burnt, nothing but ashes. I'm talking about $1 million, $2, $3 million homes burnt to ashes. The other side is untouched. Or some people, I can go a little bit deeper. Some people get in an accident. They come out of the accident unscratched. And sometimes it's narcissists or evil people because that's usually the person that's drunk, get in an accident and they come out unharmed. They end up killing somebody. I know those stories. But sometimes what I'm saying is if you got your full armor on and God is with you, you can get in an accident and walk away from that crash. The car is total. It's mangled. The engine sitting back there in the trunk. And you was in the front seat and nothing happened to you. You might have a little scratch on your elbow, which will heal. But when you're dealing with narcissist abuse and you thinking that's real love, Nah, you're not. I got a couple more. We about to wrap up. Psalm 34:14. Turn away from evil and do good. So some of y'all think that if the narcissist does evil to me, I should do evil to the narcissist. You think that's how revenge is not yours. So turn away from evil and do good. Go ahead and grab your clothes, grab your children, grab your cooking supplies for y'all that like to cook, get in your car, and go do good. Meaning, don't worry about the narcissist. Stay away from them. Leave them alone. Let them do whatever they're going to do, which is evil. Let them do it. Search for peace and work to maintain it. So you search for your peace and work to maintain it. The narcissist has nothing to do with peace. So obviously, trying to work with that, you ain't gonna never maintain peace. Just saying. I'm just saying. This is the last Bible verse. I'm going to jump in and read the chat. And we're going to pray and get up out of here. So Matthew 7:12. In everything, treat others as you would want them to treat you in everything. I'm talking about at work. You see a homeless person. Some of y'all like to have attitudes at the restaurant. I see y'all want to curse the waitress out because the food is cold. She just the waitress. She just getting the food from the back. So it's really the kitchen fault. So you really want to go talk to somebody, you probably should be like, ma'am, can you bring me the manager or the chef? Because they don't want to cook it. I'm just saying. So you getting mad at the wrong person. Some of us getting mad at the wrong person. Don't get mad at the wrong person. Go tell the person that did it. That's why I'm at with that. But so again, in everything, treat others as you would want them to treat you, for this fulfills the law and the prophets. So just realize that narcissist abuse is bigger than what we all thought. It's more people that have went through narcissist abuse than we all thought. It's a lot of people that's dealing with narcissist abuse currently don't even know they're in a narcissistic situation, and they have yet to even learn about it. I put a poll up on TikTok. I think it was earlier today. Yeah, it was earlier today. And all I said, no, it was earlier. It was yesterday or the day before. Anyway, I put a poll. I put a thing up, and all I asked was a simple question. I said, when did you discover you was with a narcissist? Was it before? Did you ignore the red flags? Was it during the relationship, or was it after? And from what I read out of all the comments I got, most people recognized it afterwards. I admit I recognized it afterwards because I didn't really know what a narcissist was. So I recognized it afterwards. Then you can go back and look. This wasn't real love. This was all fake and phony. It was was a trick. It was all a lie. I wish I could, like Shannon and I talk about this all the time. I wish I could take that marriage and just say it never happened, because basically it was trash. It was trash. Now, did we have some good days? Yes. I ain't gonna sit there and say the whole thing was trash, but for the most part, that thing was trash. I'm talking about the situation. And I think somebody said, the tension said situationship. I thought I was in a relationship, but it was a marriage, which was really a situationship. So yeah. So you have to realize that. So I hope I was able to break down just a couple things for y'all with this love thing, and then how some of us are making a mistake over and over, going date the narcissist, and that's men and women. I hope you was able to learn something from this, because it's, like I said, I didn't got more to the teaching mode, so hopefully you was able to learn and get something out of this. I just love what God is doing, with me, especially with the teaching, and able to just see things like differently. If you look at my videos when I first started, you can go look at the first videos, and you'll see how I've changed. I've been doing it, I think, right at a year now, a little bit over a year. You can see how things have changed. That's because God is working with me, and I keep just going the process. I can go back to this. Now, if I would have stayed on the same course, keep doing them same videos I started with the same way, I'd have kept getting the same results. I wouldn't be at almost 1,600 subscribers. I wouldn't have all these people in my live. I would probably have 3 or 4 people in my live, and I wouldn't see no growth. But being that I was able to recognize it, and God showed me, and I was able to change it, same thing like I'm telling y'all, if you keep dating the same body type, you're going to keep getting the same results. So once I was able to change it, you ain't got to wait 8-9 years to change the situation. Shannon and I have been doing this in 1 year, and we constantly changing and moving and trying to figure out ways to grow this thing, and just say, so you can't do things the same way. And I see it in Telsha. Same thing. You go on live on Thursday, you can see how her sister is changing. You can see Joy when you go on her live on Sunday. You can see, if you go watch her first videos to now, she's changing, evolving, and still teaching a great man. That's not what I'm saying, but it's changing. Shannon, same thing. You look at her first videos, the way she started, and look at her now, it's not the same. It shouldn't be the same. You shouldn't be the same. After listening to all us talk, you should be thinking about narcissism different. You should be thinking about relationships different. You should be thinking about God differently, because we all teaching in our own way. We teaching a lot of different things. So you should constantly be learning. If you're watching these channels I just mentioned, if you're watching Narc Free Living, if you're watching my channel, if you're watching the T on MPD and relationships, and if you're watching Pink Girl Teaches Joy, if you ain't learning nothing out of that, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't learning nothing out of these 4 channels. I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You need to go to God and pray. And maybe our channel's not for us. I'll go ahead and say maybe our channel's, maybe, because you got to go where you can learn from and grow from. So if we're not helping you grow, I can't speak up for everybody. If I can say for myself on my channel, if I'm not helping you get to where you need to get to in this narcissist abuse walk or this healing walk, maybe I'm not the channel for you. You need to go to one of these other channels. I don't know what channel. I can't tell you what channel to go to, but you need to go to one of these other channels that, that's maybe they speak to you. And, sometimes you need to hear the message differently for somebody else. And I'm fine with that, because you leave and God replaces you with somebody else. I see it constantly. People leave. I'm like, man, I ain't seen such a, and then I get 3, 4, 5 new people in there. It's the same thing with your life. The narcissists leave. If you do it right, the narcissists leave. God will replace that person or that family member with 3, 4, 5 people that's going to pray for you and worship with you and talk to you. I'm just saying, think about what I'm saying. So you think you just lost something. No, you just gained something. So you lose a mama or a daddy, and I ain't talking about through death. I'm talking about because they narcissists. And then you gain, that might be too deep for some of you, I don't know. But think about what I'm saying. So you taking it as an L or a loss. It's not. It's a blessing in disguise. Remember what I said. The devil and God both bring people in your life. They send people to your life. But one of them sending the people are blessings. The other ones are curses. So yeah, your mama might be a curse. Your daddy might be a curse. Your cousin might be a curse. Your child might be a curse. I know y'all like saying that, but I'm just saying. But you got to realize, just because these people are not in your life like they used to be back when you was a kid, that don't make you less of a man or less of a woman. I see people saying that, well, my mama not in my life, so I just feel like if she narcissist or evil, or you went through abuse, whether it's physical, mental, whatever, man, look here, man. Like Miss Henry just said, gain my peace. So you lose what you call an L, that's what you want to call it. You didn't lost something, but you gained your peace. You gained your sanity. You gained your way of life back. You don't have the answer to these people. Like Alan B said, you have the answer to them, and they wonder what you're doing. You have to watch it, wake up to this goofball staring at you. I'm like, how long you been looking at me? Oh, the last 4 hours. Man, are you crazy? What are you? So I'm just saying, so don't worry about these people that walk out of your life. Let them walk. Heck, let them run. If they narcissists, go bye. Bye. See you later. Matter of fact, I won't see you. Bye. Because some people, they're not built to go where you going. God don't want them people to go with you anyway because they got these evil spirits in them. And we want them to go. We want them to go bad. We praying for them, and we praying for the narcissist. And Telsha talk about this a lot too. You sitting there praying for the narcissist, but God didn't give them up. And you praying for them like, man, I pray that they, that they just come back. And man, look here. I'm good at praying for new people in my life. And I'm also good, and I pray this all the time. I pray this for my life, that no snakes come in the chat, that you remove snakes out of my life, because there's a constant prayer. You got to keep praying. You can't just pray in January, God remove the snakes out of my life, and here it is December, and you thinking everything gonna be good. Nah, that ain't how that works. It's like eating food in the morning, and then you think you won't be hungry at midnight. Okay. Now, some of y'all can do that. I know you fast. I'm not saying that, but you get where I'm going. You go get hungry again probably within the day. It's like drinking a bottle of water at 6 a.m. and think you're not going to drink nothing the rest of the day. No, you got to drink something. You got to replenish your body. So it's the same thing I'm talking about with this. So that's all I'm saying. So you got to realize that your life, and as you get older and do things differently, it changes. As you pray more, it changes. As you talk to God more, it changes. It keeps changing. As you learn and grow and read your Bible, your life should be changing. And if your life not changing, you're not doing something right. And that's fine because it's fixable. But if you keep going to the same body type or similar spirit, you'll keep getting the same results. And it's not love. It's not real love. It's just not. So again, thank y'all. I went a little bit over, but thank y'all for being here. Let me see. Let me go in the chat just a little bit, not too much, because it's already 8:42, and I'm getting hungry as usual. Hey, I get hungry. I don't know. Tyrese say, this still blows my mind. Y'all, even though 10 months, no contact, thank y'all for helping us. Thanks to everybody here. Hey, congratulations on 10 months, man. We're going to have a celebration when you reach a year and keep going. That's awesome. My wife say, like Fantasia says, sometimes we have to lose to win. Yeah, you got to lose so that L you think you taking is really a win. It's a win for you. It's not an L, it's a win. How did saying go? Addition by subtraction. So God is subtracting something, but he's adding blessings in your life. He's subtracting curses, but he's going to add blessing, because he knows some of the people you have in your circle, you think they ride or die, they cool. God like, nah, I got to get rid of some of these people. So when you say that prayer, remove the snakes out of my life, don't be in shock and awe when some of the people fall out. Like, well, what happened to Jimmy and Joe and Sarah, Jessica? What happened to him? Because you said the prayer. If you've been serious and real with this thing, you said remove the snakes out of my life. The snake might be your mama, might be your daddy, might be your brother, your sister. Just saying. You said if you go say the prayer and be real with it. So don't be shocked when these people start moving around. Some of them gonna let you know. Some of them just go ghost you. Meaning what I'm saying there, they might send you an email, they might text you, they might say something, and then some of them just gonna be like, let's go bail on. They gonna ghost you. I ain't gonna talk to you anymore. That's fine. That's fine, because I've been saying this prayer for a while. So the more people start to fall off, I know the prayer is working. So I'm good with it. I'm like, okay, so he's not rocking with him no more. Okay, cool. Or Shannon tell me we're not talking to somebody, stop talking to her and block them and all this other stuff. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, let me know, what I need to do, because we keep praying, remove snakes out of my life, so people just continuing to fall off. And I'm fine with that, because when I reach the high point, whether it's on YouTube or whatever, and we keep growing, these same people, they gonna come running back and have their hand out. I'm gonna look at them like I don't know you. I don't. So I remember when you first started. I don't know who you are, buddy. I don't know you, lady. I don't know. I don't know you. And that's what you need to tell them. Don't just come welcome this person back in your life with open, because we're gonna be back in the cycle. You can call it the rat race, you can call it the cycle, you can call it whatever you want. If you let them back in your life and they haven't changed their ways, they haven't given their life over to God, which we know narcissists really don't do. But hey, I ain't saying they might have one song. I don't know. But if you let that person back into your life, expect the unexpected. Expect them to do the same thing they did to you before, which is use, abuse. That's what they're gonna do. So don't be shocked when they do that. You're like, dang, I should have seen that coming. Yeah, you should. You should have left that person out your life. Don't bring them back in. Just saying. All right, y'all. I didn't say enough. I didn't went off all over the place. Like I say, hopefully, let me see. Lucretia say, thank you, faith-based workplace, Northview Living, and everyone in the chat. Blessings. Amen. Thank you for being here as well. It's meant for you to be here. George said tonight was much needed word. Thank you. Henry say, amen. Mina say, woo mercy at the snake prayer. Yeah, that snake prayer. You said that snake prayer. God, ain't no long prayer. God, remove all snakes and evildoers out of my life. It's that easy. And just sit back and watch. It's like sitting back and watching paint dry. Take a little while sometimes, but you just see people just like, wait, such and such. Yeah, they just start to fall off. And it's friends and family. That's the crazy thing about it. It's friends and family. And you're like, wait, what? And some of them will show you, some of them just ghost you. And it's fine either way. Just know that that prayer that you keep saying it, you can say it daily or whatever. That prayer you keep saying it, these people will keep get removed. God block game ain't nothing like we think we got block game on our phones and social media. Now, God block game is a whole different block game. God will block it to where they can never get to you, like ever. Yeah. My wife say people think they really be doing something. I walked away from my entire family. If God removes someone, it's for a good reason. Yeah, a lot of people think that, when they get close to you, they think they know you. Okay. What I will tell you, and this is my last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to pray. What I will tell you, I'll leave you with this. Most people, and it's not a far-fetched thing, it's not a fake thing, it's real. Most people have two sides to them. I'm not saying two-faced. Two-faced is different. Narcissists are two-faced. But most people have two sides. I'm nice. I try to get along with everybody. I don't like confrontation. I really don't. I don't like confrontation. I don't like drama. I don't like none of this stuff. But it's like when you bring it to me, then I'm going to react accordingly. Meaning that if you go bring drama to me, when I say to my doorstep or to my family, then I'm going to act accordingly. I mean, I have to do what I have to do to protect what's mine. So people think, well, Simon Knight, he just, okay. Shannon witnessed it a couple of times just on the phone talking to people. And, I'll tell you one story. It's a real estate story. It's real quick. Real estate story. I met this guy, showed him a few homes early this year, about 4-5 months back, showed him some homes and stuff. Him and his wife, real nice couple. Well, something happened with the house. Like we put in an offer letter and all this stuff, so everything was moving forward. And something took place, but it was just a holdup. It was the company holdup. It wasn't my holdup and none of that. So this guy started calling the head company all the way in Florida, saying that, the guy that I was working with trying to get the house, the guy that, listing agent that was trying to get the house wasn't working fast enough. He wasn't returning his calls. So the guy texted me because I didn't know what was going on. The guy texted me. We had a conversation. So I called the guy. And this is where you get the two-faced stuff at. That's what I'm talking about. So this guy, now like I said, I met this guy in person, real nice guy, whatever. But on the phone, this guy tried to be a whole different person. So I was in my office and Shannon had to close the door because I don't think she ever seen me talk like that. I didn't curse him out, but on the phone, you want to be the bully or the big bad guy and curse me out and tell me I'm not doing my job. So I had to stop him. I told him real quick, I say, bro, I said, who do you think you're talking to? I said, because when I met you in person, you didn't say none of this. You was nice and like you wouldn't hurt a fly. I said, but now on the phone, you want to come at me like, I said, I'll tell you what, tell me where you at and we can have this conversation in person. I was serious. I was really serious. I was ready to go at that point. I say, tell me where you at. I will drive to you and we can have this conversation in person. Because I guarantee you, you're not going to do all this hollering and cursing to my face. And that's what you have to do with people sometimes, because people think because you talk about God, because you talk about love, they think that they can check you or they can do things to, man, look here. You messing with the right one. It ain't the wrong one. You messing with the right one. So I told him that. Then finally he calmed down. I guess he came to his sense because I was serious. I was like, and then this is the funny thing. This is how I tell you, they got what I call real men. They got fake men. They got real women and they got fake women. And y'all didn't came across them through your lifetime. You think about it. So the thing with this guy is when it came time to sign the paperwork, everything got worked out within 4 or 5 days of him acting crazy on the phone. Who you think was there when I did the walkthrough with the guy? Who you think was there? He wasn't there. He sent his wife there. That shows me that you're not a real man. You talk all that big talk on the phone about, you go do this, that, and the third. You sent your wife out there to get the key. And I was cool with it. But I drove there with something on my mind, like this dude here. I wasn't going to curse him out, but we was going to have a conversation about the same thing you just talked about on the phone. But like I said, sometimes we getting involved in a situation and we just need to give it over to God. And God worked that out, because I know me, his wife ended up being there. She was real nice and whatever. Dude didn't even show up. So again, narcissists, when they come in your life and they try to come back, or they try to control you, just realize that they only there for a season or two. Once you realize what's going on and you call them out on their stuff, they really not as big, as bad as you think they are. They might act one way on the phone, or they might act one way behind closed doors. When you start calling them out and going to God in prayer, these people are not who they say they are. They might talk a big game, but you got to put, like I watched this one thing the girl say, I want to talk to you face to face and bone to bone. Like, if you talk to them and want to see them in person, they don't show up. Just saying. I'll leave y'all with that. Let's pray so we can get out of here. I know I didn't went off and told y'all a story, but let's, yeah, like Jordan just said, access denied. So a lot of time we're trying to, and I wanted to fight that battle with that guy, but God's like, nah, you got too much to lose. And I say fight, I wasn't going to physically fight him, because I know I got a lot to lose. But me and he was going to have a conversation face to face, but man, he even show up. He wouldn't tell me where he was, and then he didn't show up for the house sign. Now, you was all about the house and wanted to be there, but he didn't show up. So narcissists in our life, or people in our life, or family members in our life, for your biggest events, that's where I'm going. That's what God telling me to say. For your biggest events, your biggest things, whether it's books or buying a new house or baby shower, whatever, they don't show up. Think about that for a second. They do not show up. So is that real love, or is that fake love? That's for you to determine. I can't tell you what that is, but I know what I think it is. It's fake love. You talking all this stuff about you support me and you love me, and then don't never show up for nothing. So just think about that. All right, y'all, let's pray so we can get out of here. Let's pray so we can get out. Like my sister say, access denied. I like that. All right, let's pray. God, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for blessing us this Friday night, just coming back again, having people, new people coming in. We thank you for the growth. We thank you for Telsha. I know she's going driving, doing a revival, winter revival. We pray for our sister that she's on the road. We pray for Joy and Telsha and Shannon, North Free Living, and also Rizzo, anybody with a podcast or a channel. We're just praying for growth. We praying for understanding. We praying for more believers in you to come around us. We praying for the snakes to be removed from all those platforms, from all social media platforms. We praying that these people are removed. They come in different ways. So we praying to just remove them. We praying for the removal of the snakes in our lives, whether they're in our friend circle. We praying to remove those people as well. And I know saying this prayer, people will get removed, and that's fine, because they don't need to be with us. So that's fine. So we're just saying thank you. We praying for people with sickness, whether it's COVID or flu or just health concern, heart concern, whatever. We praying. The doctor might have said, hey, I give up on this patient. But I know that you don't give up on none of us. You have the last say so on that patient. The doctor in ICU might say it's over. I can't do anything. But God can come. You can come in and touch that person, and everything is healed. Everything is cured. So we thank you for just giving us opportunities to come and worship and just share knowledge, not just on narcissism, but on the Bible verse. I love how you're doing the ministries where we can share, from a biblical perspective. I think it's awesome that we all able to do that. And hopefully more people start doing that, where they share about narcissist abuse, but bring in the biblical perspective of it and tie all these things in. But I thank you for the people that are in this live, for the people that's watching the replay. I thank you for the growth on all our channels. I thank you for just the growth. I'm praying for financial increases in all our lives. I'm praying for discernment increase in all our lives, because we need it. We need to recognize the people that are really for us and the people that are really against us. I'm praying for, the things they have going on in Russia and Ukraine, and then you hear about the things in China and all these things with Taiwan. There's a lot of things going on. If you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. But there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. I'm just praying that a lot of eyes are open. A lot of people are able to see what the New World Order and all these things are doing. This is not something I'm just talking about. You can Google these things and you can figure it out. So I want everybody to know a lot of things are going on around. It's not just narcissists. It's a lot of evil things going on. A lot of sacrifices are going on. Sacrifices with children and different people. If you just look at it, you'll see it. A lot of people coming up missing in certain areas. You can just see these things. So we're just praying that you open up more people's eyes and they're able to understand and see what we're talking about and see different things that are going on right around them. This asking your son, Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. And amen. I'm thirsty, y'all. Thank you for that let me see. Kenyatta, thank you for that super sticker. Giving, thank you for anybody that sowed a seed. Thank y'all. God bless you. May God return it to you over and over again. Thank you for sowing that seed. Yeah, I just, like I say, I'm all about growth. I'm all about sharing and you know, helping my people. When I say my people, I ain't talking about black. I ain't, you know, I know some people say it's my black, but I'm talking about my people. I'm talking about God's people. That's what I'm saying. So when I say I'm helping my people, my brothers and sisters in Christ, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm here. Man, if you need to talk, like Shannon just put the thing up in the let me put it. She just put the thing up there. If you want to book a coaching session with me, I got the fees and stuff on there. I still do that, even though I'm doing other things. I'm gonna be working on some other things as well. You know, my wife like doing different things to get me set up. You know, she's a mover and a shaker, so she's doing different things. So I got to catch up. But yeah, if you want to talk to me, you know, and have a one-on-one, because YouTube is different. You can watch the video, but sometimes it's a little bit harder to you know, get a one-on-one. So you want to talk one-on-one through a coaching session about narcissist abuse and things like that, we can do that as well. So brothers, you know, and sisters, whatever. But I welcome, you know, the brothers to come on in and, you know, and come talk to your boy, you know, one-on-one. You know, we can have a conversation. But thank y'all again for all y'all being here, spending your time in here. Don't forget Shannon. Shannon, what's your thing for tomorrow? Put it up in the chat. Shannon's going to be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Joy is going to be live 6 p.m. on Sunday. And then Telsha, I think she'll be back Thursday. I know she dropped a video today, but Thursday her live, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think 5 p.m. Pacific. So, man, hopefully, like I said, y'all learn some things, and hopefully you follow the people and follow our social medias. You know, most of us on social media, whether it's TikTok or whatever, you know, follow us, find us on there. It's just more, you know, ways to learn about narcissist abuse. So good night to all y'all. I love all y'all. Like I said, if you sow the seed, whether it's time, money, or whatever, you said the prayer while we was praying, you pray for me and my family, hey, I appreciate it. You know, I don't know who I'm praying for, but I know some of y'all are praying for me because things are happening in the atmosphere. You can see it. And I just thank y'all. So I love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow in Shannon Live. So thank y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. God bless y'all. Wait, hold on. This, again, this live was Love Doesn't Hurt, but the Narcissist Causes You Pain. So again, thank you, family. And I'll see y'all next time. God bless y'all.
Yo. Yeah.